Yeah. What's up, dog? So I was just in London. Yours not the real one I was in. Does that not bother you? Like when a barely city is like, let's just name it after an awesome city. And then they have the nerve to ask you, like, how do you like London? And you're like the real one, or this turd you put in a dress, like that's your favorite place. All right. Like the balls of Paris, Tennessee to name their city Paris. And then they built a mini Eiffel Tower. Like you're gonna walk around confused, like, well, bonjour. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Come on. Can I get me a croissant? That place pays. So we were leaving London, Ontario. It bothers me just to say we were leaving London, Ontario, headed back to Toronto, and we passed by a strip club named Beef. What? Yeah, your hearing is working just fine. It's a strip club named Beef. Like, can you even wrap your head around the confidence a young lady has to have just to audition at Beef? Like, just to be like, I know they're hiring at Diamonds, but I'm more of a beef girl. Like, it's an aggressive name even for a casual conversation. To be like, oh, you strip. Where do you strip at? Beef. Jesus, what goes on there? Pretty intense, actually. We recommend you start your night at a different strip club and graduate to Beef. You don't want to start here, we'll wreck your life. I'd be like, all right, I believe you. Is this not registering to you? Beef is the name of a strip club. Christ. Fart is a better name for a strip club. If somebody was like, you want to go to a strip club? It's called Fart. I'd be like, no, I don't want to go there. There's another one called Beef. All right, let's check out Fart and then see where we end up afterwards. Are you gonna answer honestly? Are you ever just tired of being alive? Like just me? Really? I'm not suicidal. I just feel like I've done a lot and I've seen a lot. And now I'm like, you know, like let's wrap this shit up. How many days are there exactly? You know what I want to do? Skip a grade. You remember elementary school and you get to like the first day of like grade 3 and you're like, hey, where's Kevin? And then you go, he skipped con. And you're like, excuse me, how? And they're like, he can add like a son of a bitch. I don't know. He's 4'8", 12. He gets it. And you're like, I want to skip. And they're like, don't even worry about that. Get that out of your mind. I would love to do that in real life.
Wouldn't that be it?
Like, let's say you kill it this year. Like you wreck this year, and then in December, like a magical fairy or a government official comes to your house, and they're like, dude, you crushed it this year. And you're like, yeah, I know. And they're like, how many years do you want to skip? I'd be like, what? Just cruise into retirement. First of all, I don't want to live to be that old anyways. 71, maybe. Yeah, 70. So you can experience like some official old stuff. Like I feel like when you turn 70, you're old and then people start talking to you like you're a pet, you know? Like that's got to be fun for a minute, right? When they're like, can I get you anything? And you're like, yeah, put some water in my bowl. What the fuck was that? So ridiculous. I don't want to live much longer than that. I hear people go like, I want to live to be 100.
Really?
Have you seen 80?
My dad has a friend that's 87. He looks like a fucking goblin, okay? And he knows it too. He's like, I'm coming around the corner. Look down.
Like he knows what he looks like. Yeah, it's terrifying. When he was 84, he stopped taking his heart medication. And I go, why'd you do that? He goes, I don't want to be here. He won't take me if I see him now. I go, how you doing? He goes, unfortunately alive. Yeah. I mean, I will be the best old guy. I realize that because I already have their personality. Like, I'm super antisocial. I don't want to do anything. Like, whenever anybody says, like, hey, man, do you want to go check out I go no to the rest of your sentence. Whatever it is, I don't want to do it. I don't want to meet new people. Not one more. As long as I live for the rest of my life. Yeah, I'm all set. That's the same as old people. You can try it. Be like, hey, grandpa, I want you to meet Steve. And he'll go, fuck, Steve. I know everybody. I need to know. I want to watch my show. That's what's up, grandpa. You know how to do it. You know what? Here's the thing. I want to be that type of old. I don't know what age it is. It's an old where you get yelled at for saying you want to be helpful. That looks awesome. You know, like when an old person is like, I'll take out the trash. And someone's like, are you out of your mind? Your spinal snaps. Sit down. Like, okay, that looks amazing. You guys were great. Thanks a lot. Have a good night. Yeah, what's up, dog? So I was just in London. Yours, not the real one I was in. Does that not bother you? Like when a barely city is like, let's just name it after an awesome city. And then they have the nerve to ask you, like, how do you like London? And you're like, the real one or this turd you put in a dress? Like, that's your favorite place. All right. like the balls of Paris, Tennessee to name their city Paris. And then they built a mini Eiffel Tower. Look, you're going to walk around confused like, well, bonjour. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Come, can I get me a croissant? That place sucks. So we're leaving London, Ontario. It bothers me just to say it. We were leaving London, Ontario, headed back to Toronto, and we passed by a strip club named Beef. What? Yeah, your hearing is working just fine. There's a strip club named Beef. Like, can you even wrap your head around the confidence a young lady has to have just to audition at Beef? Like, just to be like, I know they're hiring at Diamonds, but I'm more of a Beef girl. Like, that's such an aggressive name, even for a casual conversation, to be like, oh, you strip. Where do you strip at Beef? Jesus, what goes on there? Pretty intense shit. Actually, we recommend you start your night at a different strip club and graduate to Beef. You don't want us out here, we'll wreck your life. I'll be like, all right, I believe you. Is this not registering to you? Beef is the name of a strip club, Chris. Fart is a better name for a strip club. If somebody was like, you want to go to a strip club? It's called Fart. I'd be like, no, I don't want to go there. There's another one called Beef. All right, let's check out Fart and then see where we end up afterwards. Are you going to answer honestly? Are you ever just tired of being alive? Like just me, really? I'm not suicidal. I just feel like I've done a lot and I've seen a lot. And now I'm like, like, let's wrap this shit up. Like, how many days are there exactly? You know what I want to do? Skip a grade. You remember elementary school and you get to like the first day of grade 3 and you're like, hey, where's Kevin? And they go, he skipped. And you're like, excuse me, how? And they're like, he can add like a son of a bitch. I don't know. He's just 4, 8, 12. He gets it. And you're like, I want to skip. And they're like, don't even worry about that. Get that out of your mind. I would love to do that in real life. Wouldn't that be it? Like, let's say you kill it this year, like you wreck this year. And then in December, like a good fairy or a government official comes to your house and they're like, dude, you crushed it this year. And you're like, yeah, I know. And they're like, how many years do you want to skip? I'd be like, what? 30? Just cruise into retirement. First of all, I don't want to live to be that old anyways. 71 maybe. Yeah, 70. So you can experience like some official old stuff. Like I feel like when you turn 70, you're old. And then people start talking to you like you're a pet, like that's got to be fun for a minute, right? Like that's got to be fun for a minute, right? When they're like, can I get you anything? And you're like, yeah, put some water in my bowl. What the fuck was that? So ridiculous. I don't want to live much longer than that. I hear people go like, I want to live to be 100. Really? Have you seen 80? My dad has a friend that's 87. He looks like a fucking goblin, okay? And he knows it too. He's like, I'm coming around the corner, look down. Like he knows what he looks like. And yeah, it's terrifying. When he was 84, he stopped taking his heart medication. And I go, why'd you do that? He goes, I don't want to be here. He won't take me if I see him now. I go, how are you doing? He goes, unfortunately alive, yeah. I mean, I will be the best old guy. I realize that because I already have their personality. Like I'm super antisocial. I don't want to do anything. Like whenever anybody says like, hey man, do you want to go check out I go, no to the rest of your sentence. Whatever it is, I don't want to do it. I don't want to meet new people. Not one more. As long as I live for the rest of my life. Yeah, I'm all set. That's the same as old people. You can try it. So you're like, hey, grandpa, I want you to meet Steve. And he'll go, fuck Steve. I know everybody. I need to know. I want to watch my show. That's what's up, grandpa. You know how to do it. You know what? Here's the thing. I want to be that type of old. I don't know what age it is. It's an old where you get yelled at for saying you want to be helpful. That looks awesome, like when an old person's like, I'll take out the trash. And someone's like, are you out of your mind? Your spinal snaps. Sit down. Like, okay, that looks amazing. You guys were great. Thanks a lot. Have a good. We are, when we welcome a guy like this onto the show, welcome Ohio native comedian Tom Segura, folks. So, okay, before we get into this, shout out to everybody all over the world doing their thing and stuff like that. Shout out to Danny XXVLB. You know what I'm saying? Got it. So, okay, this guy, I didn't want to know anything about him before he came on. I thought there's a lot of mystery behind these sunglasses. I started asking him some questions like, you know what? I'm just going to stop. So this is one big surprise coming up here. So I first want to welcome you, tell you I think you have the coolest style of any comedian that has come on the show. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. This is your look. Normally this is how I roll. Yeah. Coming from Ohio, being from Cincinnati. Like, where do you kind of get your inspiration? I guess from your clothes, from the streets mostly. I travel a lot. I'm a SoCal guy now. I just picked it up from, fighting people, beefing, like, I got this, I don't know, beef. Well, I heard you had some beef with Crazy Lokes, is it? Yeah. It's funny you mentioned Lokes. So he's this rapper from San Jose that's been, challenging me on YouTube, wanting to fight, and he like physically fight. Yeah, he wants to step the ring, and he's been working out like Target and Walmart training and stuff. And I just want him to know that I've been in Home Depot and Staples, and I've been throwing around like 2x4s, and I'm just ready to get down. I just want him, you know what I'm saying? I want him to know, you feel me? Don't talk about, saying that I'm ready to do this. So whenever he wants to step in the ring, we can get down. All right, well, that's his challenge there. We just put that out there for the world. I want the whole world to know that. Just reach out to Crazy Lokes and we can do this whenever he wants to do it. Okay, well, I don't want to mess with you. Do you do this with other comedians too? Do you get into these? I mean, if they want to feel these hands, yeah, they can let me know and I'll let them know right back. I try to keep it, pretty easy. Most of the time, if I'm DJing or if I'm DJ as well. Yeah, I'll be DJing this weekend here. I'm going to tweet out the location for a pop-up show. So I'll be out for the stand-up. I'll be doing some sets. Oh, so you do it all? Yeah. What else do you do that I'm not aware of? Gymnastics. I do that. I mean, I hear you laughing, but I'm actually pretty damn good at it. Yeah. I mean, I could do, if I wanted to, I could do 6 flips right here, right now.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam. If we didn't have these cameras right here, I would challenge you. Yeah. And I don't want to pay that. Don't want to pay the cost effects. So gymnast as well. Gymnast. I'm an animal trainer. I train dogs. I'm actually one of the few guys that can train cats too. So a lot of people, what's the coolest thing you've trained a cat to do? Probably answer a phone. I'm not like Mr. Jinx with the flush in the toilet. Did they know how to do that too? I train the cat. If he hears a phone ring, flush the toilet. Yeah. He can hit the speakerphone button. I like this guy. Because you can't tell what he's serious, what he's joking. That's what your comedy's like? We see your hand.
And we got a minute to wrap this up. I'm okay.
Well, so what? That means we still have a minute to get some really cool things out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. You work with your wife very closely too.
Yes.
How does that work? Because she's a comedian as well. She's a person and she's a living human woman. She allows me to touch her and she likes me. So we have a good relationship. I made a baby with her. Wonderful, consensual. Everything was cool. And we love him. He's our son. He's already training right now. He's 15 weeks old. I got him lifting. I got him doing push-ups. He's going to be something that you don't want to mess with for sure. You're going to be a big deal. Well, he's going to take after you, then challenge all these rappers and comedians out there. Don't mess with this man, Lokes. If you want to step up and get hit, you know what to do, man. Meet me at the Home Depot on 6th Street, downtown LA, Monday at 3 o'clock, and we can see what happens. I'm sure he's watching too right now. Guarantee you he's watching. Tom Segura here. Well, this is a very different look for you, I must say. I don't even know who that is. So that guy is down at Hilarities tonight through Saturday, right? That's right. Go check him out. That's more like a character I do. That's the old school you, okay? This is the new you. How much does this thing weigh? Sorry, can I? Yeah, good. Okay, that's some heavy duty stuff there. It was $18,000. You're living the dream. Living the dream, bud. Thanks for being here. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Cleveland. Shout out to the Greenhouse Tavern. Good place, huh? It's a spot right there. Awesome place to go. All right, go check them out this weekend, guys, at Hilarity. It's still to come on New Day, Cleveland. We are toasting to some warmer weather. You see recipes for spring spritzers. You might want to stick around and get a spring spritzer. I would love a spritzer. Right. What is that? What's the spritzer? Drinks right over there. Nice drinks for the summertime. I'll have one. Okay. Life is basically, it's hotels. Being in a hotel, just waiting for the show. Sad, right? I'm just waiting for the show to start. And you're like, what am I going to do? I mean, you can only jerk off so many times before you're like, all right, I'm going to do it again. But right now it hurts to find something else to do. I absolutely ruin hotel rooms. Like if you stay in a hotel room after I stay there, shit is going to itch on you. Okay, just being honest. Come on. Hotels are great. Everybody loves hotels, especially when you check in with your significant other. Why? Because, in a hotel, you're going to have sex, but you're going to have an elevated form of sex. You're going to have hotel room sex, which is, let's have sex, but let's also disrespect this room.
Yeah.
I do that too, except I'm alone. Like I always wipe my balls on the curtains because I know they don't change those. Think about that the next time you want some shit, right? Are you guys working? Yep. All right, good. I'm Tom Segura. My new special Ball Hog is streaming now on Netflix. Netflix invited me to come market my special, and I said, no, you come to me, not coming to you. So they're here now at my podcast studio. Come on, let's check it out. We are very inclusive here at YMH Studios. Anyone can pee or poop or do anything they want in the bathroom. I don't care if you're a man or a woman or undecided. Do what you want here. That's Chris. He's working. That's right. No breaks. Look at the fucking screen. We're moving into the studio area here. This is our B set. As you can see, I'm doing podcasts in Spanish. I don't see fucking Dave Chappelle doing that. Bert Kreischer and I. Q as well as, hey, big boy. Also now streaming on Netflix. We do Two Bears, One Cave right here. We usually add extra weight support on this side. We may reinforce the floor because this is where Bert sits and he's fat. Most podcasts are done in somebody's basement or attic or car, but not here at YMH Studios. Almost 10 years we've been doing Your Mom's House. We've had multiple sets. This is obviously by far the most elaborate. This is where our guests sit. We've had so many wonderful guests, so many comedians. Also, you know, great musicians, actors. A lot of times musicians have better senses of humor than comedians. Some comedians are really not fun. This is where Christina Peh sits. She has specials on Netflix. You can watch The Degenerates or Mother Inferior. This is for her back because she has lower back pain. Then this one's for her hemorrhage. She had 2 kids. They're mine. I was there for both. Somebody drew. That's our dog, FIFO. Rest in peace. Yeah. For some reason, they drew 6 tits on him. I was invited to do stand-up at a minor league baseball game, and Ricky Henderson, Hall of Famer, was playing for the San Diego Sea Dogs, and they gave away bobbleheads that night, and they had me do stand-up before the game started. It wasn't good when they were like, you can come back during the 7th inning stretch and do more stand-up. And I was like, did you see what just happened? No. This was sent to because we did a lot of segments on Pup Play. Pup Play is for people who wish to pretend to be dogs. And sometimes it gets sexual. It doesn't have to be. It can be very innocent. You can be a pup with your child, or you can have a friend who wants to have a tail inserted in them. And they do that rectally. This is like a velvety soft wall. I love a soft wall. I wish you guys could touch it. It's so soft. I feel like every time I walk by a Sarah that has a jacket, it's over for me. I remember what I was doing when I bought some of these jackets because they're like related to shows. I did a show last year in Long Beach and I bought this and I wore it once. I was in Dallas again, walking around a mall hours before a show, and I was like, I should get a jacket for the show. There you go, Gucci. 2 days before I shot Ball Hog, I was like, I don't want to wear a leather jacket. I don't want to be the leather guy, but I still have the jacket. I feel like I should put it on. Nice jacket, Tom. Thanks. You got it for me, Netflix. I appreciate it. The color of this coffee, this is a little light for me. There's a little too much milk in this. Somebody else who works here apparently just likes milk. I would murder somebody if they gave me this to drink as coffee. You're still working, right? Check out this jacket. Netflix bought this for me. Oh, yeah. But I didn't tell them that I didn't wear it in the special that they bought it for. Do they know that now? Now they do. I was actually Jay and my D on the road in a hotel room, and I saw an adult film site that had this lady really going to town on this guy's beanbag. And I was like, I wonder if there's more of that. I wonder if there's a whole genre just dedicated to that. And I found that there's actually a whole series called Ball Hogs where these ladies just do things to guys' balls. And it was really cool. So I named my special that thank you for coming to visit my podcast studio. Thank you for watching. Or if you have not yet, please go watch Ball Hog, now streaming on Netflix. It was a lot of but we have work to do. You guys really have to go. Please get out of here. Go. Get the fuck out of here, man. Inside of the Olympic committees, sort of. We got full access and we got to go to the opening ceremonies. We were in the athletes' pen, the holding pen, right before all the athletes walk out into the Olympics. So we were with like thousands of all these athletes. Everyone's in their country's uniforms. They're all meeting each other, taking pictures and hanging out. And then we walked with them up to the stadium with 60,000 people and 1 billion people around the world watching. And we're watching them as they're about to walk out to the whole world. And that's really cool. It was really cool. And we were so close to walking out. Perhaps you would not have had carte blanche anymore had you done that. Yeah, we would have had carte blanche. Did you get to go out into Korea and to see the country at all? We did. We got out a little bit. David Chang was there as well. Great chef David Chang. Wonderful, amazing chef David Chang. And he's an old friend of mine. He was there covering the Olympics as well. So we went out to dinner with him one night. and a bunch of friends, and that's fun to go out to dinner with a great chef like that. Oh man. And so we go to this like Korean barbecue place there. I guess it would just be barbecue, and we go to he sits down and I'm with the, and you pick your meat before you go up to the table. Okay, so you go, it's like a supermarket, but a nice, situation, and then you pick it out, and they don't have any idea who he is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like some dude, and so we go up, and I was like, they don't know who you are. And he just in the middle of the meal then just starts going around the restaurant and grabbing food from counters and other tables and brings it over and just starts cooking his own meal at our table. Is that allowed? I don't know, man. If you're David Chang, it is. You can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of fun. You and your great partner, John Mulaney. Is it proper to say he's your partner? He is. Although I think he may have dumped me for Pete Davidson. Oh, no, that's so sad. Well, he's very hot right now. Yeah. Yeah, but yes, no, Mulaney is my dear, dear friend, and you guys are doing a strange show the week after March 19th. Yes, what can you tell us about this? There was a movie called My Dinner with Andre, and it was Wallace Shawn and Andre Gregory, and it was a two-person movie. It's just two dudes sitting at a table talking. At the time, it's just like very experimental. There's just two dudes at one table talking for an hour and a half. There's nothing happens. So Elvis Mitchell, who puts together a bunch of live reads in LA for Film Independent, asked me and John to do a live read of My Dinner with Andre. And based on the audience response, I think wild people are going to go crazy. I would guess that 90% think it's Andre the Giant. I would love to have dinner with Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
I got some more bad news for you. I'll tell you after. Nick Kroll. Hello, everybody. Olympic Dreams this Sunday at South by Southwest. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and I'm not allowed to eat this cookie until you click the subscribe button. So please click now. I'm hungry. Hungry. They are loved the world over because they're recognizable. You can be anywhere. You could be in the third world. Okay? And you get a glimpse of a Hollywood star, and it makes you feel better. Okay? You could be a little child, a little Asian child with no possessions and no money, but you see a picture of Angelina Jolie and you think, Mummy, in Philadelphia. We're filming Untouchable, okay? And I had a day off, so I decided to go to the Sixers game. James Harden is playing in the game, and the whole first quarter, he's off. And I was like, why are you off? Because you're in my city. Your beard stinks. I hate you. I was like, I hate your calves. I told him, I said, I think you got butt shots. I was saying a bunch of stuff to him, and he got mad. He said, remember all this? He said, I'm about to cook you. I said, you going to cook me? Well, put me in the pot because I'm ready to be cooked. We're talking like I don't even know why he's paying me this. At some point, I was like, James, this is very unprofessional on your behalf. You're not even supposed to be talking to me this much. James went on to score 55 points. And here's the bad part. They beat us by 30, and with like a minute left, he was dribbling the ball. It's staying in the half court, and he was just staring at me. He goes, tell your team what you did to him. And I said, you keep your mouth shut. Besides, he of course, a national family that gets dressed up in costumes, but also do you somehow kind of want the monarchy to survive? And is that why I like The Crown on Netflix? Because it's a throwback to a time when that I did live through, but I was a baby or I was a little kid. The Crown shows how miserable life can be as a monarch. That's true. And so in that light, I can see why Harry and Meghan left. So I guess it's not weird. As of note, I guess, but it's understandable. And there is press coverage of it. Yeah. But not as much as the presidential election or the worldwide pandemic. Yeah. I don't mind. I never mind having you out here, but in the future, if you want to talk things like this out, a phone call, maybe. Yeah. Is better. Okay. We'll see whether we can use, but fair warning, it might be online only. Yeah, that's fine with me. I appreciate the time. I think we're short, but I do thank you, as always, for giving me this platform. And the next Royal Watch will be a little more focused. There's just a lot going on with those Windsors. Thank you, Seth. And as a student reporter once wrote about me through Thank You for the Laughs, albeit virtual ones. We'll be right back with Amy Adams and then Adams. They were like, oh, his shirt's off. What a crazy guy.
Yeah, no one thinks that. Everyone thinks that's crazy.
The fat guy took his shirt off. I mean, look at you.
What do you think they're thinking? I think they're just like, oh, I don't think they noticed that my shirt's off. Look at that. Look at that crease right there. It's like that D'Angelo fold. Holy shit, it's hot in here right now. Mine's just starting to warm up. It's just start. You're gonna fucking pass out, dude. I hate that. You're like a mile ahead of me. I know. So I'm gonna see you panicking, and I'm gonna get worse. Yeah, I'm kind of freaking out now. Fuck. Fuck. What do you think you weighed on the special, that one? Yeah. Like 250, 255 maybe? So that's me the other day. That's me last month. That's good. What do you think you weigh here? 230. I weighed 230 on PO, both my specials, 230. Yeah. Hey, man. And you're gonna full 5 for your next one. Yeah. It should be fucking ripped, sure. I just want to get rid of the belly. The part where it hangs over my belt. That's kind of the best part, though. I mean, for the viewer, are you sweating in the special ghostly stories? For sure. Sure. But it's just because I'm such a passionate performer. Hey, let's watch really bad specials, okay? Oh, no one's been playing this one. Oh, it's not a nightmare. I'm really watching. You're gonna have to like dumb down your action when you do it in Spanish and be like, that's up. Probably don't shave their, huh? Oh, I hope so. I hope to just be able to do like my 202 set translated. Man, black people are loud, huh? Because they're so behind with the wokeness. They totally are. They don't give a fuck. Latino people don't give a fuck about sexism, racism, anything like that. Like whatever you think killed 15 years ago will murder them is woke in Mexico. They don't. They don't believe in woke. Like if you were to be like, hey, you know, there's gender neutral bathrooms in the States, they'll be like retards. They'll just yell it like they don't give a, all right, just started getting war. Dude, you got something coming to you for real?
Yeah.
It's going to be unbearable. You're going to panic for sure, Holy. I'm so like anxious right now that I just keep scrolling. I can't pick something. You know what I mean? Try this one. Tom, do you know how funny it would be if you did a special in Spanish and dressed the part for us so that we could enjoy it? Like you just had like a leather jacket on with no road and a big fucking sombrero, smoked cigarettes and shot tequila. Dude, I should wear, you know, I should just wear like Border Patrol shit and do a show down there, like do their official uniform. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then just make a bunch of wall jokes, be like, that's all you get, walk off. That would kill down there.
No, if you did.
If you put a wall at the front of the stage and told you jokes from behind the wall, hey, is any, all right? Oh my God, you're just getting started. I'm just getting started. I saw 20 minutes. Hey, just remember the panic is just a feeling. It'll subside. All right, we're at Shape House. I finished early, so I'm going to go check on Bert, who I know is sweating and uncomfortable, which is, how you doing? Sweating my ass off? Yeah, right now. How much time do I have left? Shut up. She said like 35 minutes right now. This is considered cheating. I put it back in for a second. It was killing me. It's hot, isn't it? Would you do this more? No. Yeah, I do this in a heartbeat. Yeah, 2 bears, 1 cave is here. All right, we just finished. What is it? Sweat Lodge, Shave House. Bert and I, we did it together. Yeah, I sweat a lot. They said we're two like the more impressive people that have come in here. We lost, I think, 11 pounds, total of 15. That's like a workout. They say your heart rate goes through the same cardiovascular particular kind of work that it would be if you were to run like 12 miles, I think. I guess that's a half marathon, yeah. And we watched some of our superior specials so that we burned calories trying to get away from that. That was a lot of work. I also watched this Great Bundy movie, and I don't know, there's a bunch of cool stuff on there. I watched some of what Tom was watching, whatever special he was watching. Yeah, that one was good. That guy with his shirt off. That guy was really big, but this guy looks smaller after all that sweat. We got to do one more class before you go to Europe. Okay, we'll figure out one more class. Something different like this. I like it. We want to shape or thank the people here at Shape House. Thanks for having us. This is a lot of fun. On Ventura Boulevard over by Laurel Grove. Yeah, we're in Studio City here. Yeah, Studio City. Check it out. It's actually pretty fun. It was a lot of fun. So thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll keep doing more Sober October. A doggy paddle with one arm. He gets on a rock. I'm like, okay, where's Nam? It's like my best friend. I'm worried right now. I don't know what to think because my friend isn't here. I'm like, Lance, where my friend at? He's like, yo, don't worry. He's underwater. He'll pop up like, wait, what do you mean he'll pop up? Like he gonna pop up dead? He's like, well, if he is, we can bring him back. What? What do you mean? We can bring him back, man. Yo, we got to go get him on cue. Name pops up, right? He's so afraid when he pops up that he's not moving his head. He's looking straight ahead. He's got his life vest in his paddle like this. And he's just looking straight ahead and blinking. He'd blink in a whole fucking life. That's how I knew he was scared.
This is the rock, sweetie.
Like right where you are. That's where Nime is. I'm like, yo, turn on your stomach, get to the rock. I know he hear me because he blinking, but I'm like, I hope he not trying to give me like a Morse code or some shit like that because I don't know Morse codes, right? So I'm like, yo, turn his stomach into the rock. This asshole keeps floating past the damn rock. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me, blinking like shit. I'm like, what are you doing? He started waving his paddle in the air. Reason why waving his paddle in the air, because he wants somebody to grab his paddle and pull him up. I'm not tall enough to grab his paddle. I'm not even about to attempt to reach out and fall so I can be in the same predicament as him. I didn't want that problem. So Nate was like throwing the lifeline. I was like, what if we need it? What? I was like, what if we need it? Let him deal with this situation. So he's going down the middle of the raft, right? He's now doing this with his paddle in the middle of the river, going back and forth because he wants somebody to grab him, pull him in the raft. And like I said, we're the only black people there. All the other white families over there are like semi-pros. They do this all the time. They're like professionals. Some parents were like using their kids as paddles. They were doing tricks. Like it was serious. I'm real serious now. Naeem is a Muslim. Here's why I tell this story. He's a Muslim. He'd been a Muslim his whole life, a serious Muslim. Like not a half-assed Muslim. Like you one of them Muslims that read the back of packets. You know what I'm talking about? Like, hey, man, you want a starburst? Let me see the packet. Give it to me. Let me see it. Read that pack. Look at that. Look. That's pork right there. I told you, man, that's pork. He one of the Muslims, right? This is why I tell a story. He's in the middle of the river, waving his paddle back and forth. This white guy's going right towards him. The white guy smacked his paddle out the way. Move, man. You messing up the trail. I saw this with my own eyes. Move. You messing up the trail, man. Name. Without hesitation, he was like, Jesus, please help. He didn't even ask Ali for help. Help. He didn't. He went straight to Christianity. He didn't. He wasn't like, Allah, I'm about to die. Where you at, man? He's like, Jesus, come help. I told him he was a phony. He should eat a pork sandwich to kill himself immediately. Hey, you've been a great crowd, man. My name is Kevin Hart. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Love it. I should see. So, hey, see if I can get my babies. See, my babies are, before I go, I'm going to show you all my babies before I go. Just act like I left already. I just want you to see my kids. I am seeing my son come out here shaking his head. I'm going to see you. Don't move. Don't move.
You know, stay right here for you.
Look how nosy my son is. Look at him. Don't smile or nothing. He angry. Just look at him. Smile, man. Just smile one time. Stop. Come on now. Do the thing Daddy told you to do now. Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good, Kevin. Say hi. Turn around. Let him see your face. Stop. Say hi. They go to microphone. Just say hi. Say hi. Anyway, this is just so y'all can see that what I tell is the truth. I really appreciate the love and support and continue. All T. It's really going good for me, right? It's really going good for me right now. And I really genuinely appreciate the support. Once again, my name is Kevin Hart. I love y'all. All take it easy. It's all the same cliche shit they said when we were kids. They now say as adults, right? They're like, oh, you watch too much TV, it'll rot your mind. Or you can't learn anything from television, but that's not true. You can learn a lot from television. For instance, without television, I would have no idea that Steven Seagal is out of his fucking mind or alive. I also didn't know that he has a show. It's not a scripted show. It follows around the real Steven Seagal. And every episode begins with him looking in the camera and saying, I don't know if you knew this or not, but for the last 20 years, I've been a cop. And you're like, what did you just say? I thought you'd been making shitty movies for the last 20 years. What are you talking about? You watch the show, he has the most unlikable quality in a human being, which is that he is an expert in everything. Literally, if a dog walks by, he's like, that's a Shih Tzu boxer hound mix right there. And they're like, how do you know that? He's like, I've been working with dogs for like 35 years. Then a helicopter flies by and he's like, that's a Hub 506. And they're like, how do you know that? And he's like, I've been flying helicopters for like 47 years. Then he does the thing, though, that everybody does who knows something about everything. Everybody has a friend. No matter what you're doing, they know the history of it all. Yeah. They know every topic, every fucking fact. If you're eating dinner, they're like, forks are from the Roman times. And they would sculpt them out of bark. And you're like, will you shut the fuck up and let me finish this, please? Seagal will do that too, but, he's making it up. It'll be like, they also call that helicopter a skippy. And they're like, why? He goes, listen to it, skip, 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 skip. That's bullshit. He made that shit up. No, seriously, it just blows my mind. It really does. It's everybody in this room, everybody has this real world possibility in their lives. All of us. We could go tonight if we wanted to. Tonight you could go to Louisiana. So you could start a fight in a bar. And there is a real world possibility that Steven Seagal will arrest you. Isn't that into you? I've lost sleep over this shit. I mean, that's crazy. That's literally like if you leave here and you roll through a stop sign and then Sylvester Stallone is like, hey, roll it down. And you're like, get the out of here, work here. It's my passion. Will you say Adrian or something? Nah, it's nuts. You have to watch this show. He panders to every group according to race, knowing full well there's a camera crew following him around. He doesn't give a if you're white. If you're white, he's like, how's it going? All right. And then the black people, he's like, what's up? Because this, hey, what's up? I'm holding you down. So I'll if you need some. Okay. And then to all Latino Spanish speaking people, he insists on speaking horrifically broken Spanish, even if they start the conversation in English. If they're like, hey, yeah, I called 911. Thank you for coming. The thing is, he's like, hola mucho queso. I think my English is way better than your Spanish, man. He's like, no, gracias. And then to all Asian people, he bows regardless of where he meets them. If you're Asian and you cross Steven Seagal's path, he's like, yeah. And you sit and they go, hey, I was born here, you dick. Like, you don't have to do that. And he's like, sorry, I've been doing martial arts for like 85 years. He trains other cops hand-to-hand combat. I think that's infuriating for those cops. It's not like we're hanging out. We're like, hey, man, do you want to do a couple shots and then go down the street? Steven Seagal is teaching people how to throw punches. And we're like, okay, no, is you're a cop and you show up at work and they're like, we're going to go over hand-to-hand combat today so you can protect yourself if you're in a really dangerous situation. You're like, oh, cool. Who'd you bring in to teach us? Like some Navy SEALs or Green Berets? And they go, no, we brought in Steven Seagal. And you're like, are we shooting a fucking movie this week or something? Okay, I'll pass because that's ridiculous. I don't want to be a part of that. That's literally like if you were like at NASA and they're like, all right, future astronauts, we're going to go over space exploration. And to get us started, why don't you welcome Captain Kirk? Come on out, man. And you're like, is he qualified to do this? And they're like, oh, you've been them do all that shit. Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, man. He's been up. They show him teaching people how to fight. It's horrible. He's bloated now. He doesn't have the same range of motion. He's like, everybody line up. If somebody throws a punch, you could block it like that. And then you could kick him in the throat like that. Are you kicking a child in the throat right now? Some people throws their down there. I like Havarti cheese the most. What's your favorite? So I was just in London. Yours, not the real one I was in. Does that not bother you? Like when a Beverly City is like, let's just name it after an awesome city. And then they have the nerve to ask you, like, how do you like London? And you're like, the real one or this turd you put in a dress. Like, that's your favorite place. All right. Like the balls of Paris, Tennessee, to name their city Paris. And then they built a mini Eiffel Tower. Like you're going to walk around confused, like, well, bonjour. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Come on. Can I get me a croissant? That place sucks. So we were leaving London, Ontario. It bothers me just to say it. We were leaving London, Ontario, headed back to Toronto, and we passed by a strip club named Beef. What? Yeah, your hearing is working just fine. There's a strip club named Beef. Like, can you even wrap your head around the confidence a young lady has to have just to audition at Beef? Like, just to be like, I know they're reading at Diamond, but I'm more of a beef girl. Like, that's such an aggressive name, even for a casual conversation. To be like, oh, you strip, but you strip at Beef? Jesus, what goes on there? Pretty intense shit, actually. We recommend you start your night at a different strip club and grit at a Beef. You don't want to start here. We'll wreck your life. I'd be like, all right, I believe you. Is this not registering to you? Beef is the name of a strip club, Christ. Fart is a better name for a strip club. Yeah, if somebody was like, you want to go to a strip club? It's called Fart. I'd be like, no, I don't want to dare. So there's another one called Beef. All right, let's check out Fart and then see where we end up afterwards. Are you going to answer honestly? Are you ever just tired of being alive? Like just me, really? I'm not suicidal. I just feel like I've done a lot and I've seen a lot. And now I'm like, like, let's wrap this shit up. Like, how many days are there? Exactly. You know what I want to do? Skip a grade. You remember elementary school and you get to the first day of grade 3 and you're like, hey, where's Kevin? And they go, he skipped? And you're like, excuse me, how? And they're like, he can act like a son of a bitch. I don't know. He's just 4'8", 12. He gets it. You're like, I want to skip. And they're like, don't even worry about that. Get that out of your mind. I would love to do that in real life. Wouldn't that be it? Like, let's say you kill it this year. Like you wreck this year, and then in December, like a magical fairy or a government official comes to your balls, and they're like, dude, you crushed it this year. And you're like, yeah, I know. And they're like, how many years do you want to skip? I'd be like, what, 30? Just cruise into retirement. First of all, I don't want to live to be that old anyway. 71 maybe. Yeah, 70. So you can experience like some official old stuff. Like I feel like when you turn 70-year-old and then people start talking to you like you're a pet, you know? That's got to be fun for a minute, right? When they're like, can I get you anything? And you're like, yeah, put some water in my bowl. What the fuck was that? So it's ridiculous. I don't want to live much longer than that. I hear people go like, I want to live to be 100. Really? Have you seen 80? My dad has a friend that's 87. He looks like a fucking goblin, okay? And he knows it too. He's like, I'm coming around the corner, look down. Like he knows what he looks like. Yeah, it's terrifying. When he was 84, he stopped taking his heart medication. And I go, why'd you do that? He goes, I don't want to be here. He won't take me if I see him now. I go, how you doing? He goes, unfortunately alive. Yeah, I mean, I will be the best old guy. I realize that because I already have their personality. Like I'm super antisocial. I don't want to do anything. Like whenever anybody says like, hey man, do you want to go check out? I go, no to the rest of your sentence. Whatever it is, I don't want to do it. I don't want to meet new people. Not one more as long as I live for the rest of my life. Yeah, I'm all set. That's the same as old people. You can try it. Be like, hey, grandpa, I want you to meet Steve. And he'll go, Steve, I know everybody I need to know. I want to watch my show. That's what's up, grandpa. You know how to do it. You know what? Here's the thing. I want to be that type of old. I don't know what age it is. It's an old where you get yelled at for saying you want to be helpful. That looks awesome. You know, like when an old person's like, I'll take out the trash. And someone's like, are you out of your mind? Your spinal snaps. Sit down like, okay, that looks amazing. You guys are great. Thanks a lot. Have a good night. Subscribe now. Like, do all those things. I want to know who you want to see. Are you doing that? Like, and subscribe bullshit. Let's go, Town. Come on. Tell me who you want to have on the show next. Come on. I had catastrophic diarrhea this morning, and I just found out that not everybody does. Here's how I found out we moved. My wife and I moved to a new place. In the new place, the living room couch is closer to that bathroom than it was in the old place. The second day we're there, I go in there, I do my thing. When I walk out, my wife is no longer sitting on the couch. She's now standing, holding car keys. And she goes, do you need to go to the hospital? I go, for what? She goes, for what just happened in there? And I go, what just happened in there? She goes, is that normal for you? I was like, I don't remember what happened, so I guess so. She goes, Jesus, how often do you shit like that? And I was like, every day. She goes, oh my God, is there blood in there? There could be I don't know. I just go blap and I hit flush. She goes, you don't look at it. And I go, where am I supposed to look? It's everywhere. You want me to look at each individual piece? No. I paint the bowl and then I wash it away. That's how I found out at 34 years old that not everybody has diarrhea every day. I feel like, you know, wives have to get in one last jab too, because first of all, this wasn't even an argument. This was a conversation, and she won the conversation. Okay. She did. I feel horrible about my digestive system. You win. Settled. I'm sulking on the couch. She's going to leave this day. Right. And she stops at the door. She's leaving the house and she goes, you know, you're probably going to die. And I was like, cool, babe. Have a good day. I'll see you when you go home. Ted. Go to sleep, Maddie. Maddie, go to sleep. Maddie, go to sleep. Maddie, go to sleep. Maddie's not working, though. Well, she's not a clown.
Nothing happens by yourself, right?
Everybody needs a team. Look, you look great. Don't say it. Just to be saying it. You look like a king in a sling. I think it was really important to show, even when we think we're alone, we're not. And that it takes a village. You got to push it down. I'm pushing my side down. I'm pushing my side down, B-fellas. Okay. Have you even attached the third ankle latch? Huh? Booyah! And the three of them together bring such different energies and complement each other. She's bluffing in that. That's a poker face right there. That's when you break that down. You can't. They're really funny. Yeah, looking good, ladies. Can I say that to you? Thank you, Sabit. What am I doing flirting with my mother?
I'm not flirting with your mama.
I'm looking at you flirting with my mama. I'm flirting with both your mamas. Me and Kevin is a pair that people didn't know they didn't have. There you go. Are you dreaming? Yeah, no, that's not bad. You want like white noise? Matt's friends are definitely a wonderful support system through all the difficulties that Matt has to face. Let me try to figure out. I work at Chipotle. I write this all the time. It's great to see the characters come to life, and it's also great to play off of the other surrounding cast. This film is so fantastic. I mean, it's so moving. It's so funny. It's got something for everyone. We got Kevin Hart as the quarterback, so we're in great hands. Good vibes, good energy. You acting like a dumb motherfudger right now. Why are you saying fudge? Because it's a baby right there. I don't want to curse in front of the baby. A few years ago, I was in Washington, D, and I was sharing a cab with a woman I didn't know. Never met her before in my life. We're splitting a cab. Midway through the ride, as I'm looking out my window, I hear the woman go, hey. I thought she was going to be like, hey, like, you want to fuck or something? I was going to be like, I can't. I'm married, so make it. I look over, I'm like, what is it? And she goes, is this yours? And she's holding a wallet. And I go, no, it's not mine. She goes, oh, it must be the previous rider's wallet. Let's give it to the driver. And I go, don't do that. Look at him. He looks like a cab driver. Who probably smokes crack every once in a while. You can't trust these guys. I go, give it to me. I'll get it back to the rightful owner. But, and she goes, really? I go, yeah. She gives me the wallet. Now I feel obligated to find the owner, but here's the honest to God truth. I really want to, I've always dreamed about finding a wallet. I don't know why I dreamed I would find a wallet. I would open it. It would have $1,000 in it. I would get it back to the rightful owner and would turn out to be like Will Smith. And then he'd be like, do you own a helicopter? And I'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, I got family in Denver. Do you like furniture? So if I open this wallet, it has $2, a grocery store rewards card, and a community college ID. So I have found not Will Smith's wallet, but I still try to do the right thing. I call the grocery store, I explain the situation, and I go, can you help me out? And then go, no, we're a grocery store. We don't track people down. Eggs are on sale. Go fuck yourself. And I was like, cool. Thank you. Thank you for your help. Then I call the community college and I speak to literally every department in the community college for 4.5 hours before I finally get a contact number. I call the number and a man answers the phone who I can only imagine has never used the phone before because he actually answers the phone with a noise. So just to break this shit down, I don't know if you've ever used a phone before, but usually when you call someone and they pick it up, they say, hello, that's fucking it. That's what people say when they answer the phone, maybe if they're in a bad mood. What? Those are the two options. This man answers the phone, picks it up, and he goes, and I go, hello? And he goes, and I go, I'm going to talk and then you talk. And he goes, yeah. Like, it was the first time someone explained to him how fucking phone calls up until that point. He's just like, that made a noise. I'm going to make a noise too. So I go, hey, I found this wallet. I was given your number. I'm trying to return the wallet. And he says, it's probably my son's wallet. He's always losing shit because he's a piece of shit. That's the first thing. I don't even know how to respond. I'm like, I go, well, can I give him his shit back? Well, he's a real asshole. And I go, we're talking about your son right now. And he goes, yeah, I don't think he's going to amount to anything. I go, Jesus Christ. I go, maybe he will amount to something if he gets his wallet back. He goes, yeah, I'll let him know you called. And then he hangs up the phone without taking my information. So his plan is to go to his son and be like, some guy found your wallet. I don't fucking know. He's like, well, so I'm super frustrated. I try to do the right thing, right? I forget about the wallet. A year goes by, a calendar year. So I go back to DC and I go in town. I call a friend. We go to a restaurant, just a random restaurant. We sit down and the waiter comes up to take our order. And I go, Justin. And he goes, how do you know my name? I go, dude, I have your wallet. And he goes, oh, do you have any? I go, no, I don't. I don't insult folk around with your wallet. I don't go, I got my wallet and I got Justin's wallet. Now I'm ready to go out. No, you fucking psycho. And he goes, you want to hear about today's specials? And I go, do you want to acknowledge that this is an amazing moment in both of our lives? And he goes, what do you mean? What do I mean? I found your wallet in a cab in DC a year ago.
I don't know how many cabs are here, but I think it's a lot.
I got told no 100 times by 100 people trying to find you. My hotel room used to look like an episode of NCIS. There was pins and charts connecting set to each other. I spoke to your father who's not a fan. I don't know if he knew that or not. I come to a restaurant at random. I get seated in your section and I recognize you from your ID. That's burned into my memory. You don't think that's fucking amazing? And he goes, we have a prime rib special. We also have a penny pasta I can't eat. I'm like, what the fuck? He comes by. I go, look, I don't want to make a big thing here, but I do remember that I have your wallet in my bag. My bag in my hotel room. If you want to come by, I will give you your wallet. And he goes, okay. I go back to the hotel. Yeah. I hear a knock at the door, and now I'm expecting him to lose his shit. I think the situation merits freaking the fuck out. I think he was playing it cool, and now he's going to be like, I didn't want to say this earlier. We should open a surf shop in Maui together, you know? Or like, this is my newborn son. I want you to have him like that shit. So I hear a knock at the door. I open the door. I'm like, hey. He goes, hey, you got my wallet? And I go, yeah. I give it to him and he goes, cool. And he turns around and he walks away. No, that's not cool. So I open the door and I see him about to get on the elevator. I go, hey, Justin. And he goes, yeah. And I go, your dad's right. You're a fucking asshole and you're never going to amount to anything. And I shut the fucking door. Right, because whatever. The thing is that every fucking shithead out there is going to put money on the Panthers, which means the line will keep going up because Vegas has won again. It's going to want to get an area on both sides of the ball. Thank you, Bill. Like, we didn't know that. Oh, fuck you. I'll talk to you guys on Thursday. Go fuck yourselves and don't fuck anybody you work with. You're trying to have a serious fucking relationship. And, you know, you can't be away from them for a certain amount of time or they're going to fuck somebody else. I mean, I don't think Man or Overin fantasizes. Is that for any sort of significant, serious or lifetime partner? So I would, hey, you know what? You had a good time with her. Then I let her go. She's out in California. Let her go. Do whatever the fuck she's going to do. And I would try to find someone that's a little more wired like yourself and see if that works.
All right.
Okay, that's the podcast. I'm going to enjoy my last day here.
Hey, thank you to the beautiful country of Italy and everybody from here that treated me and my wife so wonderfully.
We'll definitely get to come back. Once again, thank you to everybody who came out to my tour through Ireland, England, Scotland, Amsterdam, Belgium, and Germany. Could not have had more fun on this trip. I'm definitely ready to get home. I have not seen my dog, Codok, since July 29th. Yeah, I've not been in the United States since July, so I got to get back before they just cancel my goddamn visa or whatever the fuck it is. All right, that's it. That's it. If you guys enjoyed the podcast, if you'd like to donate, this is an easy way to do it. Next time you're going to buy something on Amazon, just go to Billboard. Come first, click on the podcast page, and you just hit the Amazon link, all right? It'll take you right to Amazon. It doesn't cost you any extra money, but I get credit for driving traffic that way. If you want to do it, I get it. If you don't, no problem. And also, if you'd like to see me do my first fucking show since my European tour in the United States, I will be in Reno on August 27, which with the absolutely fucking hilarious Todd Rex, one of the funniest fucking people I've ever met in my life. He's the guy, what do you say to handsome one of it? He said that to a cop one time that pulled us over when the guy was walking up to the car. And what was so funny was he was a young baby face looking cop. And we pulled us over. We were underneath the bridge. So it echoed, I think it was me, him and Lawhead. And I think I lost 6 months of my life trying not to laugh when the cop walked up and he said that. He's one of the funniest guys I know, and he is not going to be easy to follow. So if you come out to the show, do not show up late because Todd is every bit as funny as I'll ever fucking be. All right? That's the podcast. Go fuck yourselves. I'll talk to you on Thursday. Whole thing. He said, you know, part of me fights against the dream and insists that I have to do the responsible thing and keep teaching. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of the responsible thing to do is to listen to your heart. My question for you, either in your career, when you were trying to build an audience and make it as a stand-up comedian, did you struggle with the financial strain of chasing your dream? Did you ever have to choose between a good paying job or doing stand-up? How hard was it to work at a shitty job just so you could chase your dream? Did you ever think that maybe you were wasting your time? Any advice or encouragement? I think I answered all of those. It wasn't hard to work at the shitty job because I was always thinking about the exciting job I was going to do afterwards. And every night that I just went up on stage, and if it just went moderately, okay, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe. I have to be honest with you. Like, I couldn't fucking believe that I was actually doing it. I had a dream and I was making it happen. And I still remember the first time I really went on stage and I actually got in the zone for what was considered a zone at the level comic I was. And I only was in the zone for about 8 nights. I was at Nick's Comedy Stop in Framingham on Route 9. It doesn't even exist anymore. And I just got on this roll of laughter that I was actually able to pause and fucking be in the moment and enjoy it rather than being like, oh my God, what's my next joke? What's my next joke? And that fucking feeling can carry you through a fucking shitty job for a week, chasing to get back on stage to feel that again. And then the first time I got $5 for gas money. Freddie Stone, I've told all these stories. Freddie Stone, the excitable boy, is what he went by. I did a room for him and he gave me $5 gas money. I probably spent 10 to get there and I couldn't fucking believe it. And I was like, I did that and they gave me this. I couldn't fucking believe it. At what point, just listen to the sound of my voice as I'm talking about this. Have you ever had that level of excitement doing any other fucking job? That's what it's like when you go after a dream job. So nothing is worse than not going after it, okay? And doing the responsible thing and all of that type of shit. And then you sit in your house with all your responsible stuff. Fuck all of that is financially. I did not do the responsible thing. And yeah, I've said all these stories. I fucking used to eat spaghetti every fucking night with a can of fucking Prego and then a bunch of bread, and I would just fill myself up on that. Or I go to Denny's and I get the 5 stack of pancakes and just pour it in my stomach like concrete so I wouldn't have to eat the whole fucking day and do stand up in some cafeteria at some fucking college, and quitting never entered my mind. I just kept trying to get better at it because as bad as some of those gigs were, the great ones were way better. So you'll have all of these stories just in a literary way. So without a doubt, you have to fucking do it. And I can tell you right now, man, like with what you've already accomplished, like to me, I would be big. Like I can affect way more people and make way more fucking money and live a dream being a professional, right? I mean, writer, I mean, that'd be unbelievable. Be unbelievable. So not to say there's anything wrong with teaching, but if teaching isn't your dream, that's just the job you're doing. So I'm not shitting on teachers out there. So one of the most underrated jobs and of course most underpaid jobs ever, but I'm just trying to amp you up here. So go out and fucking do it and email me when you get published, because I think I don't think look, if you bunch up against a bunch of other shit writers and you won one thing, but you got 2 things going on here. All right. Give me a fucking break. All right. You just need to push yourself out of the fucking bush, not the bush, the nest, the bush. That was highly gross. All right. That's the fucking podcast for this week. Oh, this fucking burrito's fucking with me. Hiccups. What did I do? Back on the horse. Back on the horse. I go to the gym every day. It's just become popular. And if you don't want any fat, go to the gym every day. You cut, fob. All right, hit the gym hard. Go after your dreams. Go fuck yourselves. I'll check in on you on Thursday. See ya. I have the real tea, okay? And I am 99% sure that Kevin is really a leprechaun, okay? That's a leprechaun right there. You heard me. He's a whimsical, mysterious trickster. And that's why he's a leprechaun, not because of his height. You low-hanging fruit motherfuckers. Kevin is magical. He knows stuff that he should know. He tells me all types of stuff, okay, about my relationships. That's private stuff. This one time, okay, I had just started dating this guy. I hadn't told anybody, and Kevin jumps out of the bushes out of nowhere, and he goes, "This dude is trash. You can do better." Then he clicked his heels, and he ran off in his Nikes. And I swear they had buckles on. I don't know how he got Jordan to do it, but he got Jordan to put buckles on his Nikes. And they opened a vegan restaurant, and I don't know how he did it. But he made grass taste like chicken. Have you ever tried it? This is magically delicious, and it's so good. What's up, dog? So I was just in London. Cheers. Not the real one I was in. Does that not bother you? Like, when a barely city is like, let's just name it after an awesome city. And then they have the nerve to ask you, like, how do you like London? And you're like, the real one or this turd you put in a dress, like, that's your favorite place. All right. Like the balls of Paris, Tennessee to name their city Paris. And then they built a mini Eiffel Tower. Like, you're going to walk around confused. Like, well, bonjour. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Come on. Can I get me a croissant? That place sucks. So we were leaving London, Ontario. It bothers me just to say it. We were leaving London, Ontario, headed back to Toronto, and we passed by a strip club named Beef. What? Yeah, your hearing is working just fine. There's a strip club named Beef. Can you even wrap your head around the confidence a young lady has to have just to audition at Beef? Like, just to be like, I know they're hiring at Diamonds, but I'm more of a beef girl. Like, that's such an aggressive name, even for a casual conversation. To be like, oh, you strip. Where do you strip at, Beef? Jesus. What goes on there? Pretty intense shit. Actually, we recommend you start your night at a different strip club and graduate to Beef. You don't want to start here. We'll wreck your life. I'd be like, all right, I believe you. Is this not registering to you? Beef is the name of a strip club. Christ. Fart is a better name for a strip club. If somebody was like, you want to go to strip club? It's called Fart. I'd be like, no, I don't want to go there. There's another one called Beef. All right, let's check out Fart and then see where we end up afterwards. Are you going to answer honestly? Are you ever just tired of being alive? Like, just me, really? I'm not suicidal. I just feel like I've done a lot and I've seen a lot. And now I'm like, like, let's wrap this shit up. Like, how many days are there exactly? You know what I want to do? Skip a grade. Remember elementary school? And you get to like the first day of grade 3 and you're like, hey, where's Kevin? And they go, he skipped. And you're like, excuse me, how? And they're like, he can add like a son of a bitch. I don't know, 4, 8, 12. He gets it. You're like, I want to skip. And they're like, don't even worry about that. Get that out of your mind. I would love to do that in real life. Wouldn't that be it? Like, let's say you kill it this year. Like, you wreck this year, and then in December, like, a Gafari or a government official comes to your house, and they're like, dude, you crushed it this year. And you're like, yeah, I know. And they're like, how many years do you want to skip? I'd be like, what, 30? Just cruise into retirement. First of all, I don't want to live to be that old anyway. 71, maybe? Yeah, 70. So you can experience, like, some official old stuff. Like, I feel like when you turn 70, you're old, and then people start talking to you like you're a pet, you know? Like, that's got to be fun for a minute, right? When they're like, can I get you anything? And you're like, yeah, put some water in my bowl. What the fuck was that? So ridiculous. I don't want to live much longer than that. I hear people go, like, I want to live to be 100. It's, really? Have you seen 80? My dad has a friend that's 87. Saw it. He looks like a fucking goblin, okay? And he knows it, too. He's like, I'm coming around the corner. Look down. Like, he knows what he looks like. And yeah, it's terrifying. When he was 84, he stopped taking his heart medication. And I go, why'd you do that? He goes, I don't want to be here. He won't take me if I see him now. I go, how you doing? He goes, unfortunately alive. Yeah. I mean, I will be the best old guy. I realize that because I already have their personality. Like, I'm super antisocial. I don't want to do anything. Like, whenever anybody says, like, hey, man, do you want to go check out the, I go, no to the rest of your sentence. Whatever it is, I don't want to do it. I don't want to meet new people. Not one more as long as I live for the rest of my life. Yeah, I'm all set. That's the same as old people. You can try it. You're like, hey, Grandpa, I want you to meet Steve. And he'll go, fuck Steve. I know everybody. I need to know. I want to watch my show. That's what's up, Grandpa. You know how to do it. You know what? Here's the thing. I want to be that type of old. I don't know what age it is. It's an old where you get yelled at for saying you want to be helpful. That looks awesome. You know, like when an old person's like, I'll take out the trash. And someone's like, are you out of your mind? Your spinal snaps. Sit down. Like, okay, that looks amazing, you guys. We're great. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.